And at the top of this hour, we're getting some breaking news. This is regarding the Paris AI Summit. Now, Prime Minister Modi has arrived in Paris, and this is for the Paris AI Summit. Prime Minister Modi, in fact, also met his friend and French President Emmanuel Macron. So the big update that is coming in is that Prime Minister Modi has arrived in France for the AI Summit, and in fact, the summit and bilateral is what we can look forward to in the day. And Prime Minister Modi has met French President Emmanuel Macron in Paris, where he is for the AI Summit. My colleague Pradeep Datta is now joining us with more details on this. Pradeep, tell us more about Prime Minister Modi's itinerary for today.
So if we talk about the ties between India and France, these are old and deep. These are based on the principles of mutual respect and also strategic partnership and strategic autonomy. And this is the sixth visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to France, and Prime Minister arrived in France, Paris, and he was hosted at dinner by Emmanuel Macron, the President of France. And you can see that the bonding between the two leaders, they greeted each other with a warm hug. And Modi is going to have a very tight schedule today, where he's going to co-chair that artificial intelligence Action Summit. And during that Action Summit, the theme is about the safety of artificial intelligence. They'll be discussing about various things, that how artificial intelligence can be used in a secure manner, and ethical challenges, and also how to go for the regulatory framework, because so that the artificial intelligence is not misused, and also how it can be artificial intelligence can be used for the development of the economy also. And those things will be discussed. Later on, the Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also going to address the CEOs of India and France, where they will be discussing about the areas of the mutual interest, like in trade and technology. And there's going to be bilateral between the French President also, and where they will be again trying to how to strengthen the ties between the two countries. And tomorrow, actually, the Prime Minister Modi will be going to Marseille, where he will be inaugurating the Consulate. That will be the first one in the city. Not only that, he will also be going to the War Memorial, where he will be paying tributes to all those fallen soldiers, Indian soldiers during the World War I. And not only that, the important thing will be when he'll be going to Kadash, where he will be going towards the nuclear reactor, the thermonuclear reactor. This is one of the collaborative projects that both India and France are working on, and many other countries are also part of that, so that they can go for the clean fusion of energy that can be utilized in a peaceful manner. That's what this project is all about. And after wrapping up the France visit, the Modi will finally be heading towards the United States of America, and this will be the first time where he'll be meeting Donald Trump ever since he has been elected as the president. And so they'll be discussing about various things. Already everybody knows about the strong ties between India and America, and the kind of a bonding and the camaraderie both the leaders share. But yes, all eyes will be today on the artificial intelligence summit, because one thing that is perturbing the world is about the deep sea. That is the artificial intelligence startup of the China that has already changed the landscape so far as artificial intelligence is concerned. So they will be discussing about all these things, and mostly the theme will remain how to ensure the safe and secure artificial intelligence, and with all those ethical challenges that they are going to counter in the coming years.
Right, Pradeep. So Prime Minister Modi is all set to co-chair the AI Summit in Paris. Pradeep, tell us more about the significance of the summit and the objectives.
See, this is very important, because nowadays you can't think of the world without artificial intelligence, because already we have seen that the artificial intelligence is being used as well as the misuse, because everything will be discussed about how to go for the regulatory framework, because so that it can't be misused in near future, and how the artificial intelligence can be the part of that inclusivity, that how it can be helpful in the governance, and how it can help in giving a flip to the economy. And besides this summit is really very important, because one, it's going to further strengthen the ties between the two countries, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi co-chairing this summit clearly indicates that how stronger and deeper the ties are between the two nations. That's a testimony to that fact. And besides this, he's also going to meet several CEOs, where they are going to discuss about the innovations as a strategic partnership at different level, at the technology level. So that way it is going to be very important. And then it's also about the consular expansion, where he's going to inaugurate the consulate office here in Marseille. That is what he's going to do. So that way this visit is really very important. And also he will be having the bilateral with the Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, and where they will be discussing about the areas of interest and the mutual interest, and where both the countries can really work together, because in the past we have seen that there has been a strategic partnership between the two countries, and they had been working on several areas, so that will also be discussed during. But what is more important is that meeting the CEOs, meeting with several innovators, experts, discussing about the areas of interest. So that is really going to give flip to the economy and further going to boost the relationship between the two countries. That is what this summit is all about. And from here, he will be heading towards the United States of America, where he will be meeting Donald Trump. So it's going to be a packed day for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where he will be attending this artificial intelligence summit, and it's an indicator because that how strong the bond is, that he's co-chairing this session, and then they are together going to address the CEOs of India and France. So that way it's going to be really very important. But one thing is quite clear, that how to look at the ethical challenges, ensure the safe use of artificial intelligence, use it for the beneficial purpose, and also the nuclear that collaboration that's going on between the two countries, because when he'll be going to ITER, that is at Kadash, where he'll be going. That is an international thermonuclear exchange reactor. So that place he is also visiting. So that is going to further give a flip to the relationship between the two countries.
All right, Pradeep, thank you for getting us all those details. In fact, we'll keep coming back to you for more updates on this. As of now, we're shifting our focus